the main mine. That way, if there's anything spawning, we can actually control what spawns. Eventually, I will be able to limit that to not even slimes will be able to spawn there, as I can fire up that spider spawner. I can get that thing functioning, and then I will be able to utilize that in order to make the string that I need in order to in order for me to harvest enough string to cover the floor of the area down there, which will prevent monster spawning. Okay. Yeah, this whole area actually looks decently ready to be filled in. I don't think I need any of this other stuff at the moment. Meaning I can probably clear out some of these torches. Move this torch over to here. Come on. Retrieve torch. Thank you. Yeah. Can fill in some of these sections back here, as well as back here, because I do not need this entire space. If I just leave the space open like this, it's just inviting monster spawns. Therefore, we don't want to leave the space open. Okay. Now we want to fill in this section. As well as that section. We can now put a torch there, put a torch there, retrieve this torch, place it with stone, place a torch here. Fill in this back section here. Don't fill in too much, because if we do, we won't be able to traverse the area down here. However, we do want to fill in all of the gaps to make it one wide. That will allow us to constrict the flow of traffic into the area. Okay. Now I can start filling in all of this. Yeah, there's a cave right above us. And apparently I've been in it before because it's got torches all over the place. There's a cave roughly right here. In fact, I bet if I dig straight up. Nope, nothing. Oh well, that was worth a try. It is roughly right there, though. Like, I have been there. I just don't remember what was in there. Okay, now before I go harvesting any more, I want to actually retrieve a good quantity of stone here. As well as check on my supply of cobblestone in here, because I'm going to want to fire this thing on full blast. I want to fill up this furnace as well, because it needs to smelt a whole bunch of iron. So I'll put one coal block in there. And then I'll split this into two. And just kind of plop these in here. I forgot that that had actually locked that hopper in the back. Huh. Go figure. Anyway, it's still showering us with experience. Yeah, level 41. Now I'm level 42. It's like, yeah, it's still showering us with experience. Just absolutely showering us. Level 44. Level 45. Level 46. Furnaces retain a large amount of their experience, I've noticed. And if you can manage to meter out that experience, you're pretty much set. You can get tons of levels really easily. Like, I'm level 52 currently, okay? I could easily get a bunch of level 30 enchantments. I don't need to worry about experience for anything. Okay, I could switch to my other iron pickaxe right now, my other Silk Touch iron pickaxe, and be perfectly fine, because I can easily just come right back and just be like, well, I got a bunch more experience, now what? You know? But I do want to leave these things running. At the very least, because of the fact that I'm going to want a lot of smooth stone. I've already used up all of the smooth stone that I already had taken out, which means all of my current quantities of smooth stone is all fresh made. Like, every single bit of it is fresh made. Fun times. No. Polished diorite, plenty more where that came from. Polished andesite, again, plenty more where that came from. Polished granite. Not exactly plenty more where that came from, but still plenty. Gravel. Yes. All the gravel. Cobblestone. Got plenty of cobblestone. I can actually probably deposit this cobblestone up here. A good portion of it. Now, I just have these little tiny holes to worry about. And now they're all patched up. Matter of fact, if I wanted to, I could even create a nice little staircase down to here. Right in the wall here. That would probably be preferable to the way which I currently have, seeing as this way is a lot more direct. Man, this lighting is unforgiving. There we go. And then what we can even do is we can put in torches along the way here. Yeah, let's peel back this roof just one block. There we go. That's better. Now we can mine out the wall here of its andesite. Make it a nice normal stone wall. Now we are set. We're golden, man. We're golden like the golden gun. This torch actually goes there, or belongs there, I should say. Okay, now we've got all of this figured out, mapped out, and whatnot. We can go ahead and start carving out all of this. This is actually a good opportunity for me to plant one of those torches. This is also a good opportunity for me to fill in this section, which was previously lacking materials. There we go. Now, because that torch is there, that means there should be a lantern right there. Yep. Oops. What block was that? Andesite? Yeah, that was andesite. There we go. The irony being that I was mining through andesite to reach it. Now, what did I use that was wooden? Crafting table, right? So now I now have access to the crafting table from down here. Now I don't have to go all the way back up to the surface just to craft things. That's handy. Another good use for the space down here is that I will be able to use it for my various redstone componentry needs. If I need to set up anything redstone related, I can do so down here without worrying about if I have the space or if I have the, well, I suppose technically I won't need to worry if I have the materials because this is my mine. If I don't have the materials, I can just go mining. You know? Who'da thunk? An unfathomable concept. If I need the materials, I can just go get them. If that's unfathomable to you, well then, I have some amazing swampland, great waterfront property. It's a timeshare, don't worry. Timeshare in a swamp, what could possibly go wrong? Well, you see, there was a gator. Just a gator? Well, maybe a little more than a gator. Okay. And let's start filling in this section. And again, because we're using Silk Touch, I don't need to worry about silverfish, despite the fact that I'm mining in an extreme hills biome. as we can see, we've got quite the amazing amount of material here. We are gathering lots of iron, lots of stone, lots of dirt for whatever reason. I don't know why there's dirt this close to bedrock. Like, dirt's supposed to be all soft and loamy, not hard and compressed. You know, like bedrock. Just regular stone. Being said, I did actually want this granite over here. Okay, looks like that's all gathered up. Let's fill in that with more regular stone. Yeah, we're doing pretty good down here. I do want to mine more of this material out. Okay, seems that we have accomplished a rather nice little excavation here. Let's create a nice little pathway over to this side. And we'll just start carving our way back and forth, just like this. This will allow us to retrieve all of the stone that we need from this area that has been possibly infested, possibly not. Either way, we won't have to worry about silverfish under our base anymore, which is always a nice feeling. You know, not needing to worry about Enderman, nice feeling. Not needing to worry about silverfish, also a nice feeling. Technically speaking, I can actually have an entire middle floor here, which I would not say no to. Matter of fact, if I carve this back just a little bit, I can then... Please tell me I'm holding a lantern. Yes, I am. Okay. I can then face north Well, I face south, it faces north. Now, I have a lantern down here. As part of my staircase, which leads up to my base up here. Or at least it would if I remembered to finish carving the stairs. How far into the recording am I? Wow, only 2.5 hours. I am making good progress. Good time. Good time. This looks dangerous. Not as dangerous as it sounds, but okay. Or as dangerous as it looks, I should say. I'm thinking if I have a layer on top and a layer on bottom, that still leaves 3 in the middle. But if I then half slab the bottom, that's 2.5, and then, or half slab the top, then what would I need to half slab the top for? I'd already have that whole top layer probably filled in with blocks of some form. I could do a layer in between, that way I have some form of buffer, for example, between me and the water over there. I could do that. It would require a lot more smooth stone, though. Speaking of which, I need to A, check on the smooth stone, B, check on the iron. I used a coal block on this thing. Yeah, it smelted up all 64 and then I never picked up the rest. Oops. My bad. When you do it that way, you tend to actually lose efficiency because you're putting in enough coal to smelt 80 items, meaning I would have actually had more benefit if I had just thrown in the raw coal, because it wouldn't have smelted as much. For example, if I throw in 2 coal, that's going to handle 16. However, if I throw in another one, it'll handle all of the iron, so now I've got 3 coal in there, and it's handling all of itself very nicely. Doesn't look like we grabbed any diorite this time around. Andesite, plenty of it. Granite, little bit of granite, not too much. Yeah, see? Sometimes it's more effective to just use a single thing of coal, like a single coal itself. Other times, not so much. For example, when building with vast quantities of materials, it can be helpful to, instead of, you know, instead of using just coal to smelt up all of the items, you may instead want to actually invest in some proper, items. You may want to invest in hold on. I'm trying to remember to not block myself off from the top area here. Okay, you may want to invest in blocks of coal in order to prevent material waste, because you're going to be sitting there going through so much coal that you might need more coal. You might. It's a distinct possibility, and one that needs to be thought about before you apply yourself to it. A lot of humanity is just thinking. Humanity's weird like that. We just think about all kinds of things. Let's see. This is 5 tall room. Yeah, I could do something for like a potential buffer, and then combine that with having actual flooring in here. Say a 1 block buffer would put me at 4 blocks remaining, 1 block for the ceiling, 3 blocks remaining, and then 1 block for the floor, 2 blocks remaining. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do... Well, the thing is, if I want to do that, then I have to kind of give up on the idea of utilizing a middle floor. And I kind of want to utilize a middle floor, because I think that is actually a rather clever concept. Just having this very large middle section. That is used as a floor. Oops. It's supposed to be a lantern. It's really good for allowing me to clear out large areas, because I can just go to town, And of course, another benefit is that since I'm using Silk Touch, I don't really need to worry about all of the other stuff that really tends to go along with all of this. Mining out all of this area in an extreme hills biome normally has you being weary of silverfish. Apologies for my thumb covering the most the majority of my face camera. It's a design flaw of my phone because my camera is over here, my charger is over here. You know, I'm looking at my charger, I'm looking at my camera, I'm looking at my screen. Like, it's just a limitation of my phone at this point. But yeah, I get to make use of all of the different tricks of the trade, as it were, as I continue exploring all of the area before me. So I get to very easily uncover large areas because I'm using Silk Touch. Then as I go through, I fill in all of the areas where the lanterns need to be, and then I can just very easily, you know, access anywhere I need to go, really. If I need to, you know, travel all the way down to Bedrock, I can. I have the option. If I need to travel down to y=11, again, I have that option. I plan to make use of all of this space at some point in the future. However, as it currently sits, I'm just kind of making do with what I've got. You know? Because I'm able to so easily navigate through this area, I find that, you know, I'm able to very quickly and very easily adapt to whatever I might need. If I need, for example, a shovel to break through all of this dirt, I have a Silk Touch shovel. You know, if I find myself facing off against a bunch of gravel, I have a Silk Touch shovel. It doesn't matter if it's dirt or gravel. You know, it's Silk Touch. It'll go right through it. You know, if I have a bunch of cobblestone ahead of me, great, Silk Touch pickaxe. If I have a bunch of stone ahead of me, great, Silk Touch pickaxe. Either way, Silk Touch pickaxe. It's very overpowered. You know, because I'm using iron, I can very easily just gather any of the ores that I come across. And if I manage to stop myself before I mine through the ore, then I can switch to my fortune iron pickaxe, and I can use fortune on the various ores that I locate. You know, here I just dug out a massive mine shaft that I didn't need to stop to light once. That was nice. You know, being able to just dig freely, that's nice. That's a nice feeling, you know, because you ain't got to stop, you ain't got to turn around, you ain't got to place any lights down. No, you just dig and dig and dig and dig until you reach your destination, which in this case is looking like it's going to be, I'm heading towards the 400 mark. Yeah, I'm heading towards 400. Therefore, this is just going to keep on digging until x=400. I don't really need to stop for anything. I can just keep digging until then. Because there's going to be lights every 4 blocks up above. And then I'll be able to fill in all of this area with probably smooth stone. That way it can't get reinfested. If it was infested, then the Silk Touch pickaxe went ahead and made sure that it wasn't infested anymore, because once I pick it up, it's no longer an infested item. Matter of fact, once it drops, it's no longer infested. It drops as Minecraft stone, not Minecraft egg, or whatever it's listed as when it's a silverfish egg. And because of that, that allows me to very easily just power through all of this. You know, any of the shovel stuff, I always get gravel. Any of the dirt stuff, I always get dirt. Any of the stone stuff, I always get stone. It's great, you know. This is a great tool. There are, of course, going to be slimes showing up every now and then because I'm digging through slime chunks. But that's fine. You know, that's expected. That's just because I'm digging through slime chunks. Yeah, see? I dug through all of this. I even dug through coal and didn't even realize it. But I dug through all of this without even needing to stop. I could just dig and dig and dig. And it was great. You know? Now, I'm going to drop that there in order to go back here and pick up everything. Gonna put my pickaxe away. For the coal, I'm going to actually place the coal down, and I'm going to mine that up again. Because I believe... Oh, no, I don't actually have coal on me. Okay, in that case, I shall leave the coal there. I shall return for it. In the meantime, I have salmon and a long run ahead. Let me pick up the dirt, because I want to store the dirt. I want to use... Well, actually, I can use that right now. I can use that pretty much anywhere. You there, fine sir. Thank you for your patronage. Okay. There. Now we're good. Yeah. As you can see, I could just dig and dig and dig long beyond what I could normally carry. Instead, I was able to bring all of that material all the way back here where I am able to process it very easily. Double tap the iron, double tap the gold. Just make sure that I don't have anything, you know, extra. A lapis, nope, okay. You may notice I don't really need to look at what's in my inventory in order to sort what's in my inventory, as I can very easily just double tap on various things, and that will allow me to get them sorted and situated without needing to actually worry about it. Yeah. For example, the andesite, I don't need to look where the andesite is in my inventory. Same for the diorite, because I'm able to very easily just locate... Oh, I have random smooth stone in here. Okay. Just like I have random torches in here, but, well, I don't really need the torches as badly. Polished diorite? Yeah, I'd entirely forgotten that I polished all my diorite. But I found it anyways. How, you may ask? Well, the answer's simple. I looked for it. Okay. Now, I need to go deposit this dirt, because I don't really need to be carrying around a bunch of dirt. And then for the cobblestone, I put the cobblestone up here. I can actually just throw in the whole stack and just top off there. Okay, what else? Well, I've got plenty of smooth stone. Therefore, if I wanted to, I could actually rip out I could rip out that smooth stone because it's clearly not doing its job. B, I could rip out this fuel. I don't need fuel in this furnace if I'm mining all of this smooth stone. This furnace definitely needs fuel because this thing just eats through smooth stone. It eats through cobblestone like it's nothing. But that other one does not need fuel. Let me convert this one into regular coal because I want to put coal into here. And since I have a much smaller workload in the blast furnace than I do in the regular furnace, I want to make sure that the blast furnace doesn't eat through my entire supply of coal, because that's always annoying when that happens. I also want to, while I'm here, grab my 2 pickaxes. Yeah, they'll make efficiency 5, unbreaking 3, silk touch 1. My shovel is still in surprisingly great condition. The sand I can actually put down. Or at least I would be able to put it down once I managed to fill in the floor. Okay, now that I have that block installed, I can go over here, retrieve the string, retrieve the small little block here, retrieve the cactus, now I know that dude is not spawned anywhere near my base. That dude is. Yo, bro, you're in my base. Run away! Would it perhaps help to confuse it if we were to run away some more? Oh, shut up and go change your armor. Yeah. very effective. 3 tall. Okay. Now, as you can see, there is very clearly a properly set up cactus once again. Personally, I think every base deserves a well set up cactus, just in order to allow for the growth of the growth of everything to really flourish. I'm gonna mine down to x equals 200, then I'm gonna turn left. Because I don't remember how far down I lit. But I remember that I lit this side. Wow. Talk about a perfect turn. Jeez. I even stopped at the perfect moment. Yep, look at that. Okay, now I can dig in this direction all the way to x equals 0, because I have the flooring above my head, which allows me to safely navigate below the floor with proper lighting in multiple sections, multiple layers, similar to a lasagna, you know? Mine shafts are similar to lasagnas. You can put a mine shaft on top of a mine shaft, and you know what? You'd still only have one mine shaft. You can put a lasagna on top of a lasagna, and you know what? You'd still only have one lasagna. Yeah. This is getting me a lot of progress. You know, looking back, I used to wonder why all of the different people would mine with Silk Touch when they could just as easily just mine it on the spot. And, you know, at the time I did the math and I thought, well, I suppose it does help with the redstone and emeralds and stuff, because you can get a one-to-one mining instead of, you know, mining it out and finding out that you might have gotten like 4 emeralds per emerald that you found, or the coal, or the redstone, or lapis. You know, there's a lot of different blocks that I suppose you just can't really carry too much of at one point in time. And that made sense to me. However, what I didn't take into account was things such as if you were to, for example, try if you were to try taking that same amount of material and instead moving it so that that material is now way far away,